Hello YouTubers, Alaska Prepper here. I was going to go ahead and save this article here for the Twilight Zone, but I think this is pretty important. So I'm going to take a few minutes to read the article and to let you guys know what I do to fight dirty drinking water. Now, I'm going to leave you guys several links to the specific reverse osmosis system that I use that cleans my water, and the water tester that I use to test my water for cleanliness. Okay? Now I want you guys to understand that this is not a promotion or anything like that. I just think that this is so important because we keep hearing about the problem that we have in this country, and when I say in this country, I mean the US. I'm not 100% sure on how relevant this is for other countries, but it's probably about the same, if not worse, as far as the quality of the drinking water that comes out of your tap on a daily basis and that you consume. So I'm going to leave the link to what I use, and then I'm going to leave several other links to less expensive systems that are still going to protect you from ingesting the chemicals that you cannot see or smell or even taste in your water. Okay, so I'm not promoting any one of these. I'm just going to leave the links to the first two links will be the system that I use, that I personally use, that I know works, at least for what I use it for, which is for drinking water and for cooking, and for the water tester that I use. But I also want to leave other links to less expensive systems that will still get the job done. Okay, because this is not something that I think we can afford to skimp on. All right, because we all need water. All right, and for example, the system that I purchased, I don't remember exactly what I paid for it. It was more than $200. I want to say that it was between $230 to $270 for the system that I purchased. And that system that I have is a reverse osmosis system. I believe it's a 5 or 6 filter stage system. And that system cleans my water to below 10 parts per million. The best that I've gotten out of that system after having, fresh filters in it was like 3 parts per million, which is almost pure water. Now I know that some of you are going to say that these systems take out all of the what do you call it? Non-nutrients, but a lot of the what do you guys call it? I'll say nutrients, but correct me in the comments. So it takes out some of the nutrients that we need in the water. It takes them out. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to, in order to protect yourself from these nasty chemicals that are being found in our drinking water, you're going to have to take some, you're going to have to take some vitamins or whatever it is, ingest it, so that you can replenish those things that are not going to be found in the water, because these systems pretty much clean everything out. Okay, minerals, that's the word I'm looking for. So in order to be able to still provide your body with the minerals that it needs, you're going to have to take that extra step to provide your body with the minerals by either getting a supplement. And if any of you guys out there have a suggestion on a supplement that has the minerals that your body needs, then please leave it below, and I'll pop up a link for that, because this is important. Okay, like I said, I was going to wait for Saturday, but this is important. I'm going to go ahead and read the article and get it over. That way you guys don't hear me rambling on forever. Okay, so here it goes. Threshold for harmful chemicals in drinking water lower than thought. So what they're saying here is that they did a study that said that at first they thought that the threshold for the chemicals found in drinking water was at this level, at a certain level, but really it's a lot lower than that, which means that the levels that have been approved by the government are higher than what they should be. Okay, and for how long have we been drinking this water or using this water that are at these higher levels that have been approved and stated to be safe by the government? And nobody really knows, okay? That's why if you don't take it upon yourself to get your drinking water, get clean drinking water, then you're just pretty much rolling the dice, okay? And a lot of people think, well, it's pretty expensive. Let me see, I spent about $270 on my water filtration system. Well, excuse me, and that water filtration system that I have actually cleans the water better than the water you get in bottled water that you purchase, at the stores. And it has the convenience of not, or the benefit of not being stored in plastic, which is another good thing. Okay, so I know that my system in the last year and a half, almost 2 years that I've been living in this house, I know it's already paid for itself easily. Okay, so here we go. A government study found that chemicals found in drinking water around the country could pose risks to human health at lower levels than the government currently recognizes, potentially opening the door for more states to begin cleaning up or regulating the chemical. The report released Wednesday by a branch of the Office of Health and Human Services examined a category of chemicals commonly called PFASs that have been used to make, listen to this, they found these chemicals in our water, okay, that have been found to make nonstick products, firefighting foam, and water repellent coatings. They've been found in water systems and soil around the country. The most researched types of these chemicals are referred to as PFOAs and PFOSs, both of which remain in the environment for a long time after they're introduced, raising concerns about health effects to people living near areas contaminated by these chemicals. So, ladies and gentlemen, even though these chemicals are in our environment for whatever reason, all right, whether it's that we ourselves polluted the environment and these chemicals ended up getting in the water system, the point of the matter here is that you are paying for a service, okay? When I hear people say that everyone has the right to clean water, I think that's a false premise, all right? Everyone has the right to purchase a product that is being supplied by a vendor, okay? So every time you pay your water bill, what you're doing is you're purchasing that water. Why? Because that water was treated, that water was cleaned, that water was transported to your home via pipes that were installed. However, if you're paying for this service, then why are you not being told what's in your water? Why is the product that you are purchasing not of the see, I'm senile, not of the quality that you are paying for, okay? So why would you pay for something if you knew it was going to hurt you? Well, you really don't know it's going to hurt you because the numbers have been getting fudged for years. Okay, the report found that PFOAs, okay, I already read that part. Let's go to the next one. The study reported that EPA's advisory level of 70 parts per trillion is 7 to 10 times higher than when HHS first said it noticed health effects in animals. Okay, so the EPA says that 70 parts per trillion is good, right? But it's not. It's about 10 times higher. So we shouldn't be consuming this water at above, I would say, 10 parts per trillion or 7 parts per trillion. But they're saying that 70 parts per trillion is good. Okay? The agency that evaluates potential toxic chemicals also said that the drinking fluids or eating food contaminated with the chemicals could potentially increase the risk of cancer, interfere with hormones and the immune system, and affect growth and development of children and infants. But overall, more research is needed to understand the impacts of all types of chemicals in the PFAS category on human health. So, ladies and gentlemen, what are we going to do? What is the vast population going to do? They're going to wait until the research is done. They're going to keep drinking the water, even though in the back of their minds, in the back of your mind, you know, this water is really not good for me. I shouldn't be eating this. I mean, it's already probably in a lot of the fruits and vegetables and the foods that we eat. So on top of that, we're dousing these foods down that are contaminated with this stuff with water that's contaminated with it as well. So I can't wait till I get my garden started and grow my own meat. I cannot wait. Reading this article here has kind of given me a, I don't know, I'm like, I really need to get my garden and get my animals going. You know, Lord willing, just Lord willing, I'll be able to have my, miniature farm up next year. Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is what I call soft kill. Okay? This is what I call people getting killed softly and slowly. Okay? We are being induced with all of these chemicals, not only through the air, but through our water, through our food, even the clothes we wear. Our bodies suck in those chemicals that they use to manufacture these things. Okay, the study did not specifically recommend a new level that is safe for humans, but advocacy groups working on this issue said the new data shows the new data shows states and the federal government should act to clean up these chemicals. This study confirms that the EPA's guidelines for PFAS levels in drinking water woefully underestimates risks to human health. Olga Naidenko, senior science advisor at the Environmental Working Group, said in a statement, "We urge EPA to collect and publish all water results showing PFAS contamination at any level, so Americans across the country can take immediate steps to protect themselves and their families." Ladies and gentlemen, do you really think they're going to do this? I hope they're going to do this, but do you really think they're going to do this? They don't even let us know what fruits or vegetables or foods are GMO. They won't even let, companies put a label on GMO foods because they're too afraid that people will stop buying it. So, like I said, you need to protect yourselves. This is, I sound really, this is very disturbing to me. Okay, this is out there for people to see. And the thing is, 95%, if not more, of the people will just keep going with it. They'll just keep doing the same thing. The Environmental Working Group has estimated that drinking water for 16 million Americans has levels of chemicals higher than the EPA's recommended limit, and that some amount of it has been found in more than 1,500 water systems serving more than 110 million people. The study was the center of a controversy earlier this year after Politico reported that officials from the EPA, Pentagon, and White House talked about delaying the public release of the report, writing in an email that it would be a public relations nightmare. Did you just listen to what I said, ladies and gentlemen? They did not want to release the report because it would be a PR nightmare. And what does that mean? Less votes. That means that they would get less votes, or that they would have people demanding that they use some of the money that they extort from us to clean our water instead of going to war or keeping up the military-industrial complex or keeping up the pharmaceutical-industrial complex. Ladies and gentlemen, these people in power, they don't care about us. If we don't take care of ourselves, nobody will. I'm not going to read the rest of this article. It's almost done, but I'm not reading the rest of it. No one is going to take care of you, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? No one's going to take care of you. If you don't take steps to take care of yourselves, no one's going to take care of you. So I implore you, okay? I am not a scientist. I am just a layman. I am just your average guy, but I know how to read, okay? And I know how to do a basic water test with a basic ppm pen. All right, that costs $6. And do you think that I'm going to let a measly $150, $200 get between my family having fresh water that will not hurt them or not? I know that we all have to work within our means, but I think this is very important. So I hope that you guys read this article. I am going to leave a link to this article so that you can read the rest of it. But I honestly can't continue reading it. It's kind of upsetting because the people that we supposedly elect, or the people that are selected to represent us, they do not care what happens to us. I'm not a tin hat kind of a guy. But after reading these things, after reading that they would not disclose the levels of contamination in water because it would create a PR nightmare. After reading something like that, it's like me telling my family, yeah, I know I've been feeding you bread with arsenic in it for the last, 6 months, but, I already paid for the flour and I knew it had arsenic in it. I couldn't return it. So, and that's all we had to eat. So I fed it to you. And, I didn't want to tell you that it was contaminated with a poison because I didn't want you to get angry at me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can post this video here within the next few minutes. Like I said, I'll leave links to several different types of water systems on Amazon because they are a pretty good price, and there's prices at every range. At the very least, get something that will make you feel somewhat comfortable with what you're drinking. Okay, and at the very least, get that pen. I'll tell you what, at least get the water pen, the one that shows you how contaminated your water is, so that you can test the water coming out of your tap. At least you can test the water coming out of your tap and see how many parts per million of contaminants there's in your water. And maybe that'll motivate you to getting something that will clean your water better than what it is now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. I am going to be doing another video later on today on a review. It's not the giveaway review. I am going to be reviewing a different meal, but it's not a giveaway review. The giveaway review is tomorrow on Friday, and I think you're going to enjoy the one that I've got coming up later on today because there's a story behind it. So stay tuned for that. Having said that, ladies and gentlemen, remember to be good to each other. When good people do good things happen. And remember to reach one, teach one, and repeat. If we all did this, the world would be a better place, and you know that it will be a better place. Many blessings to all of you and to all of your families. This is Alaska Prepper, and I'm out.